What up, guys, and welcome back to the Overkill Underground. Here we are, episode 5 of our Survivor Series in the season 33. Lance, welcome. How are you?
I'm great. Beautiful intro, and I'm glad you wore your Sunday best.
Absolutely, yeah. My
man,
stained up, dirty T-shirt.
He dressed up, didn't he?
This is where it's at, Doug.
Oh, what's up, Survivor Nation?
What's
up?
the good word?
What's up? Hey.
So we started off this episode here on night 12. And just real quick, you know, we saw David. He plays the idol. He plays it for Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last episode.
Nobody knew where
Episode.
I mean, I'm still not even sure where he's going to go with that move.
They didn't really show. Oh, did they show a lot to that?
Yeah, he was regretting it. Dave was regretting it.
He was regretting it, but we really didn't see what Ken had to say about
right.
like.
There was no end game.
He didn't include me.
There was no
end
game.
Yeah, right. No end game. Good. Yeah, good.
He didn't have any plan for that.
He didn't. He just played it, and
then we saw Jessica. She tries to smooth things over with Ken because she was kind of backstabbing him.
Oh yeah.
In the episode before, because she ran straight to Lucy.
And she shares her.
Ran straight to Lucy. Started spilling her guts to
Right.
Lucy. So now she's trying to smooth things over with Ken.
In doing so, she shares her little secret.
Yes, her legend or legacy.
Day 30,
legacy.
Her legacy Day 36 secret. She shares that with Ken.
Right.
That's how much she
I
feels
would have
indebted
given it to
her.
you if I got voted out.
Well,
That's
thanks
baloney,
for putting
right?
pinning that tail on me.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
Boy.
So we went into day 13, and this is when things got a little exciting because we had the idol search party.
Oh.
And that was for the Gen Xers. They're running around. They're looking for the idol.
Yes.
And of course, and I had a feeling that this would happen.
What?
But of course, Dave
finds it.
He finds it again.
You know why? Because I think it's rigged.
Well,
I think it's rigged like the
it's
presidential
easier-
election.
I agree.
It's
I absolutely
easier.
agree.
I think it's rigged for
Yeah.
Dave to
No, I
find
agree.
that.
Thanks, Donald. But it's real easy to
Yes,
put
thank
it back
you,
on
Donald.
Dave. It's real easy. It's easier for you to follow that Dave finds it. The thing is Dave's like, I don't know what to do. She's Sunday's right here. I don't know what to do. And I said to Lance, why don't you just sit there and act like you're taking a break? Just sit on the log.
I thought that same thing.
And just go, oh man, I'm tired. I need a drink of water, and I'm just gonna chill the fuck out. You know.
Thought the same thing.
Yeah.
And I even
Yeah, but
thought
if
to
you
myself,
sit there too long,
yeah, right. I even thought to myself,
how long are you gonna sit there?
I thought to myself, I'm like, if I was there, I'd pick that log up, frickin' put it on my lap, start whittling away on it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else is running around looking stupid.
Right.
You're just looking in, and you're like, forget this, man. I'm just gonna sit here and chill
Whittle
out.
on this wood.
You know,
Just
I mean,
hide that.
Flip it over. Hide
Who
the
cares?
hide the
Right,
emblem.
right.
The
Hide the
purple
emblem.
thing,
Who
yeah.
cares?
Just
Right.
running
You
around.
got that thing
Right.
in your hand. I mean, everything worked out in his favor, which is fine.
Yeah,
You know,
it did.
Obviously, he
It worked
ended up,
out for him.
They got bored.
Found the idol.
You know, right? It was Sunday. What Cece and Sunday were the
Yeah.
other ones. They were right there looking around.
How do you
Two-
get tired looking for the idol?
I'll tell you
though,
what. CC
you know?
and Sunday, they're dead weight.
I'm sure they were looking for
How do
hours.
right, but
It was
how do
probably
you,
hours. I don't know.
Chaz, would you
I
agree?
hear you though.
Would you agree? CC and Sunday, dead weight in the
Oh,
entire,
without a doubt.
in
Without
the
a doubt.
entire
Yeah,
season.
no, you're right. Cece has started out as dead weight. She's actually been
Wait.
the proponent to losing challenges, I think, already.
At this point, you want to
the
bring
last one
you want to
that
bring
they
you
were
want to
in.
bring a Sunday all the way to the end, don't you?
If you
At this
can-
point, sure.
if you can drag them along.
Yeah, I don't know if
right,
you could drag
right.
Sunday all this way, but hey, if she
Yeah,
if
because
she-
Monday's right around the corner.
Yeah, but if she makes
Yeah,
it to the
right,
final
right.
7 days,
Yeah.
or if Sunday makes it to the final 7 days,
Right.
maybe you want to drag her along.
Sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, things got interesting on the same day, day 13. We also had the tribe switch up.
I
Which-
love this. Yes.
This was the best part, I think, for me personally in the episode.
Yeah.
To just get to see how these tribes and then there's a
you
little bit
like
of a
it?
twist.
I did.
There was a little bit of a twist too because we had, of course, the third tribe. Okay, so instead of just splitting it down the middle into two, we got into 3 tribes, and then the third tribe, they got to rebuild. They're starting
Build
from
their
scratch.
own.
Do they,
Yes.
build
do
a
they
new-
even have a tarp?
They had nothing.
No,
Nothing.
they got
Nothing.
Flint. They got Flint and
Did
a
they get
little
Flint?
machete.
You know what
yeah.
Yeah.
They're entitled to.
Do you know what they had?
They're
They
entitled.
had Jay. Thank God.
Yeah.
That kid is sharp.
Jay.
Yeah, Jay is the bro Fantastic Alliance or whatever they
Right.
are.
The
But
trifecta.
they're entitled to a certain amount of what the other tribes are allowed to have. They just have to rebuild stuff. You know, you don't
Sure. I mean, they have their
get you
water
don't get a
well
shelter,
and-
but you have to rebuild that. Sure,
Yeah.
but the drama is there. The drama is in the tribe that has to rebuild. We saw Michaela freak out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then the other
Cries.
tribe,
She cries
yeah, we had a crier.
again.
Yes.
We should count up how many episodes they don't cry in. 'Cause
That's
I think
gonna
it's
be hard to
I think
count.
I think it's going to be easier to count the episodes they don't cry in
It
than
is.
it will be the episodes they do.
There's
cry
a
It
in.
bunch
is.
of criers.
It
There's
seems like they
there's
always
crying.
have to
I
show
think
you
there
crying.
might have been crying every episode. I'm gonna have to go back. To
I
the
think
notes.
you're
I
right.
think there might have
Yes.
been maybe one episode out of 5 so far.
Like
well, I don't know.
We had one in the
It's
first.
hard to
We had
say.
opening day crier.
There's been yeah.
Dave,
There's been,
every
Dave
time.
was crying the
Oh,
opening.
Dave was
day,
crying.
wasn't
That's right. That big
There's been
freaking
one
he? I'm
every-
42 years old.
I'll go back through the notes and I'll see what kind of what kind of crying we've had.
I think we've had quite a bit of
I
crying.
think
we had a
we've
ton of
had maybe
crying.
one
What a
episode.
bunch of
Well,
babies.
hey,
One episode maybe.
you know what I did dig about this episode? The part of Figgy and Tyler getting into the same
Taylor.
tribe.
Yeah.
Taylor, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
and then
great.
Adam being there, and Adam seeing, you got Ken, and
He's just
wait,
jealous.
did we not see Figgy digging Ken?
Sure. Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
was making a move
She's
on
like
Ken.
that.
She wants to
Yes.
Yeah.
dump Tyler or Taylor.
Yeah. I have a
Dump Taylor right
Dumbo,
now.
I have a dumb idiot, and I have a smart guy that looks just as good right over
Better.
here.
If not better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Ken-
he's older and
and
more
Ken,
mature.
I don't know. Has he gotten more? He just
Built?
looks more built.
He's
sharper,
cool, man.
more defined since he's been
Yeah.
there. He's
Yeah,
just
he-
gotten.
maybe just
he must be
lost a little
swimming
fat.
every day. He's
Maybe.
probably fishing.
I
He's
mean, we
swimming
put-
every day.
We were talking,
They got-
Charlie, and we were like, man, he's just cool. Ken
Yeah.
is just
He is
cool,
cool.
Ken is
man.
cool.
Yeah.
He's
Because-
just a cool
And
character.
you know why he's cool? Because he never was before. He kind of told
Yeah.
his story. You know. He
Yeah,
ca-
you heard his story.
He,
right.
he came out. He told his story. You know,
He wasn't cool when he was young.
never cool before. Now
Now
he's
he's
the
just
man.
cool.
Now
He's just
now he's a
cool,
man.
man. You know, and the
And
thing,
he's tight.
the thing is you saw Figgy and Tyler. They were kind of like quibbling a little bit there.
Taylor.
Now
Yeah,
he's now he's
Taylor's-
like
They were like, you
Right.
know,
Because he wants some tail.
Adam's just the third wheel. He wants
Surprise,
some tail
surprise, he
too,
wants
though.
Some tail.
Well,
He's.
yeah,
I
right,
think Adam's
right.
just jealous. You
Adam
know, man.
is
He's
jealous.
just-
Adam is definitely
banging
jealous,
chick
but
out
Adam
there.
Adam has found the cool dad figure to be.
In Ken.
you
Yeah.
know, yeah, he totally
yeah.
has.
He likes
yeah.
Oh
Ken.
yeah.
He likes-
yeah. I
yeah.
mean, who wouldn't?
Right.
And he
He's a-
called
he's a
it.
cool guy.
He's in the swing position. He
Absolutely.
can either go with
Without a doubt.
The minority always
Minority.
wins out here, man. The minority always chooses.
So in the drop your buffs, I since I wrote it down here, we got the orange, purple, green team. The green team, obviously, they're the ones they're building the.
It's with Michaela,
brand new
right?
Shelter. She's
Yes,
that's the Michaela
she was
team.
little poo-poo in that.
Michaela, Brett, Jay, Hannah, Will, and Sunday. Now that's the big team. We got what is that?
They got an extra member because they had
6
to
people.
rebuild.
Right.
Yeah.
They got 6 people on their team.
Yeah.
And so I mean they do have Jay, and Jay was the one that kind of took over.
Yeah, the
started
challenge.
building. He started
building
well,
the fort.
even building the fort. Yeah, putting together the he's
What
you
that
know,
Boston guy say?
He showed
He
some
starts-
like we.
Hey, look at this kid.
right. Yeah,
But we've been talking about how the millennials, at least I have been mentioning, the millennials are all groupthink. This kid thinks on his own.
He does.
He had to
totally
take a Gen
does.
X guy
Yeah.
and kind of teach him the ropes a little
Right,
bit, how to cut up
right.
some bamboo and stuff like that. The kid thinks
Exactly.
on his own. He's a player.
Yeah.
You know what? He's like Ken's little brother. You know, the guy is cool too. Jay
He's a-
is cool. You
He's
know,
a
he's
cool-
just not
he's
his
a cool
own.
young cat.
Jay.
He's a cool young
Yeah,
cat. I'll give
You're
him
gonna
that.
watch. You're gonna watch Jay throughout this game. He's gonna be an. He's you know.
Hopefully,
there's,
he's a player.
He's gonna be an Ozzy. This kid's
I
gonna
hope
be an
so.
Ozzy.
I hope
He
so.
is.
The
This-
kid's got
this
potential.
He's gonna be an Ozzy. He's gonna be a Malcolm. He's gonna be one of those guys where, you know, you want him to get to the end and win. He'll get to the end and he'll just not be able to win. But he's gonna be the one that
Unless
you feel
he's
deserves
if he's
it,
going
you know?
against Ken.
You can right.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean-
it'll be a good it'll be
I
an
hope so.
interesting battle by the end. But there's many more blind sides.
I'm
to be
rooting
seen,
for
I'm
those
sure.
two
Oh
guys.
my gosh, there's a lot of blind
Yeah,
sides.
we got right every time so far. I mean,
Well,
it's like somebody's trying.
Are we
to
going
use,
into challenge now?
Well,
Yeah,
we can mention real quick. We got the Takali tribe, which they are set up at the Gen X old camp, and that consists of Taylor, Figgy, Adam, Jessica, and Ken.
Yeah, that's the fun tribe.
That's a good tribe.
Yeah, you
right
bet
there.
your ass
That's
that's
a pretty
the fun
good tribe.
Somebody's
That's right.
having fun over there.
Yeah, well, something.
That Figgy is so
I'll tell you
hot.
what. Oh, she is cute. She's cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the Orange Vanu tribe, which consisted of CC, Chris, Dave, Zeke.
Yeah, the boring
Michelle.
tribe. Yeah,
Right.
that's
That is
the
the
boring.
boring
That
tribe.
is the boring
Yeah.
of boring.
That is the boring tribe.
Goodness, just kick them all out. I'd be okay with it.
You know, you got 2 Oklahoma Sooners in there.
Yes.
You know it's boring.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No kidding. Well, we enter into.
They ain't Buckeyes. I'll tell you that.
I didn't know
Yeah.
Oklahoma
No, right.
won a championship.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they-
Is
right.
that bad?
Isn't it right? Is
Yeah,
that
that was in
surprising or what?
2000.
Surprising.
Stoops.
All right.
Well,
Bob Stoops won in 2000.
Oh.
Oklahoma.
Is that SEC crap?
nice.
That was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
But yeah, that's where Chris. I didn't know that about Chris.
Yeah. I didn't know the
He's
whole.
a trial
I didn't know the whole.
attorney.
Now he's a trial attorney.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he played college football.
Usually those
Yeah.
guys
Won a
study like
national title.
environmental science where they
Right.
don't have to go to class every day,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I didn't know his whole story obviously until the show here, but
Well, now we know a little bit more.
a little bit more. So we went into
And
day
Zeke
13.
is a big fan of his. Oof.
Oh, Zeke loves him. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that's
On him.
I'll tell you what.
It's gonna be a
That's
strong.
kind of a power.
That's gonna be a
duo, the two
strong
of them.
binder.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a strong.
Well, he
strong
wants
Plus,
bond
when they
between
get
those
back
guys.
with Boston,
Yeah.
the Boston guy,
Right?
if he
And
sticks around,
Zeke wants
you
to
got
work
ready.
with older people. He's older. He's a little
He
bit more
has that
mature.
mentality.
Right?
Yeah.
He wants to work with the
Yep.
mature people.
Totally.
And somebody he can relate to. That's
And
the
you gotta
key
be
in
careful
right there.
about
yeah.
Dave. Dave is a loose cannon.
Well, I'll
fucking
tell you
whiner.
what. I'll tell you what. The guy is going to be a player in this
He
game.
is a player.
He is going to be a hard. I mean, he's got
a hard out.
he's a hard out because he's got the idol again,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's the first time he plays that thing, it's already
Like
the
Jose
first,
Ramirez.
the first idol that he already
hard
played
out.
was already a huge surprise. That was a huge surprise for
Right.
everybody to take in.
Yes, I
The
love that
second
move.
time, the second time, it will be again.
Sure.
And every time an idol is played, it usually is a
But
pretty
Charlie,
big
can't
surprise.
you agree?
But
It's
he's going to be a player in this game for sure. I mean,
I think so.
he'll be getting somewhere, and he'll be able to work with
What?
people out of the norm than what you'll see with. I mean, some of his tribe people, they look at him as weak, but he's still in it. He definitely wasn't on the chopping block tonight.
And I don't see him on the chopping block, even if that tribe goes to tribal next week.
Neither do I.
yeah,
I think
I totally agree.
it's going to be Zeke, Dave, and Chris, and
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But there's a
millennial girl, whatever
big-
her name is.
big
She's
sim-
gone.
there's
She
a-
would be gone.
There's
Yeah.
a big similarity between Zeke and Dave. They're both very intellectual players, which I thought was the genius of putting them on the same tribe.
Yeah.
Zeke is smart. He's going to think these things through. We say he's fallen for, Big Red over there.
Yeah.
But Dave's also the same way, falling for Ken the same way
are
he
their
did.
own players.
It's
though.
great
You're
putting
right.
those two
You're
on
right.
the same tribe. They are the same
Very-
guys.
very
They're
similar
Cochran in the
characters.
making type of guys. You
Yeah.
know, they're very.
You're giving them
Intellectual.
way too much credit.
I'm not saying they're Cochran. I'm saying that the intellectual thinking
Even-
part, that they're not. Their physical game is
entertaining.
poor.
They're just entertaining.
But their
I'll give you that.
intellectual
I'll
game
give
is
him, I'll give him
great.
both this, honestly. Cochran, dude, his first game, he started out rougher than these guys.
Oh, sure.
He reminds me of Zeke
Cochran-
sometimes.
That's why Cochran has the legacy, because his first Survivor play, it started out weaker. I mean, you expected Cochran to be out the second round.
Oh, yeah. He was
Yeah.
just
For sure.
a real weak player.
But as he went through the game, even in his first play,
Yeah.
he was one of your favorite players.
Sure.
In
Right.
his first play. And then his second play, of course, he
He
wins
had great
the game.
one-liners.
I mean,
Yeah. But he saw the game. He was a
He was the one
narrator.
to win the game.
He was a narrator within the game.
Oh,
he,
yeah.
he could narrate the game.
He knew
and he could play,
everything that
and he
was going
wasn't
on.
knowing what we knew, but he knew it somehow.
Yeah.
We knew what was going on, and
Yeah.
so did he. And he didn't get
And he didn't know.
the footage that we did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That was the brilliance the brilliance of Cochran. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
He was
But
he was a brilliant
I don't know,
player.
and I can't see Zeke or Dave being quite.
Yeah, we'll see. Right.
Cochran-esque.
We'll see. Yeah.
Sure,
that a word?
but
You like
but
that?
I
maybe,
see
not
Cochran-esque.
these
quite,
two.
maybe not quite to that caliber, but you know
They
these
have a
guys-
late game run in them. They have a late game run
They
is what
do.
we're getting
I'll
to.
give them-
here.
yeah.
Right.
Right.
They're-
They have a late
they're-
game run. I would say both of them do.
and Dave has
And they
some,
bo- and-
some Dave's already put
they
moves
both-
on the board. He's
both
already
of them
put
have
moves on the board.
had their
that have
early
been,
meltdowns.
They've been impressive
They
already.
both had their early meltdowns.
Sure. Sure.
And
Yeah, they
usually
both
when
had their
people have
periods early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually people that have
got
their
that
early
out of the way.
meltdowns,
Yeah.
they get
Right.
that out of the way. They're crying and they're.
Yeah.
I don't feel.
Yeah, a bunch of pansy boys.
I don't feel wanted. I don't feel the part of the group. They get that out of the way earlier, and then they get into their game and they
Right.
start playing. And
Right.
both of them are.
Well, it's easy
I
to get
agree.
into your game and not cry
They
if you
both
got
can
the
play.
idol in your back pocket.
That's
You know, I
exactly
mean,
it.
I
Right.
wouldn't cry either if I had an idol.
Right. Well,
He's a cock anyways.
All right. Well, we'll see how that develops. But I mean, Dave is going to be a player. He has power now,
is
and
so
he knows.
fun.
When he knows
there's a lot of players.
when he knows
still
that he
in
has
this
power, I don't think he's going to show it as much. I mean, the
What-
guy is going to be slick about having the idol, and I think he's going to keep it very secretive this time. Let's see if he.
What do you think
Let's see if
about-
he tells Ken. That's going to be interesting
Right,
to see. Who does he
right.
tell this time?
game. Right. Well, what do you?
That's going to be interesting.
What do
to
you
watch.
think about the fact that another millennial got voted out?
Okay. Like what?
When there is finally a merge, I mean, I think it's going to be widely outnumbered with
A millennial's going
or
to
I'm
have
sorry,
to.
I'm sorry.
No,
Gen
I know
X,
what you're
Gen
saying.
X got voted
I know
out.
what you're saying. Right. Gen X are right.
A Gen X got voted out, and I think when there's a final merge, the Gen X is going to be
Decimated.
decimated and outnumbered by the millennials, and I think
And we're going to have to see what kind of relationships they develop. It
Sure.
could be the millennials that take it in this. I mean, it could
Minority
honestly
always
be.
wins, though, in most of these cases.
we'll see.
I mean, I hate to say it, I'd rather have my tribe start getting picked off on the other ones. If we're in 3 different tribes and so-and-so's over there and so-and-so's over here with the people I started with, you know, if you vote them off, okay, but I want to keep, if I'm Dave, I want to keep Ken. If I'm Ken, I want to keep Dave. You just
Yeah.
want to keep that close relationship.
The bond-
you only need
Right.
A
you
couple
only
people
need
from your
one
tribe.
marriage, really. A marriage is 2 people. You only need a marriage, really, in this game to really get it going. That's all you need.
That's the real right.
You know.
Where if I think Taylor and Figgy, they play their cards right, they can be
Sure.
in that situation.
I don't think
Ken and Dave, Zeke and the Big Red.
It's
There's
You
a lot
got
of
a
them.
couple out there. Jay's doesn't have somebody. He's got the bro fantastic squad there,
Yeah,
but
you know
he's
what?
on the outs.
But if Figgy or Taylor get voted out, I think he'll.
Oh, he'll jump ship and find another
You
alliance
think?
real
I
quick.
think he'll just gravitate more to the one person and just say, "Hey, it's just
Could
the two
be,
of us."
or he'll be the one that takes them out. Like I said
He
in the
might be.
first episode,
He's a sharp
I
player.
said Jay will be
Yeah.
the one. He'll be
Yeah.
the key in voting out Taylor or Figgy.
Well, we already
Jay
talked-
will be the key.
Right, we already talked about the Ikabola tribe. They were, you know, Jay was taking control, and he was getting Chris and showing him how to set up, you know, tent. Then we went to the Takali tribe, and that's when we see Taylor and Figgy. You know, that's when things are developing. Adam, obviously, he's gonna let things out of the bag. He's sick of Figgy.
Yeah,
he's tired of her. Day 14, we see the Van Nu tribe. Chris is feeling pretty comfortable. He feels like he's in a pretty
Yeah.
good position, obviously. And Zeke feels like he's catching a break, obviously, because they have the relationship going on. The Ikabola tribe, the biggest thing there, I mean, you know, Michaela made fire, of course, went and cried. And
You need to give her a big hug. We were talking about
Oh,
this,
yeah.
right? Just give her a
Right,
big
right,
hug.
right.
If you're
when
a guy,
she comes
right?
back,
Yes, give
Yeah.
her a big
Yeah.
hug. That's a
Make-
huge alliance
You know,
right
when-
there.
when a
You don't have to
girl's
say
crying,
a word.
nothing. You're
Don't have
complete
to say
bond.
anything and just
Instant-
give that woman a big hug.
In-
you give her a
Instant
hug,
bond.
she's going, "You're my man."
Yes,
Instant
right
bond.
away.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Automatic.
nothing sexual
Automatic,
about it.
right.
You give her
Nothing.
a hug and say, "Way to go for making that
Yes,
fire. You saved
right.
us."
Nobody got up and gave her. I
The
thought
Boston
Jay would
guy
get
said,
up and do
"Hey,
that.
you saved us," but
Yeah,
he didn't
right,
get up and
right.
hug her. If he got up
Right.
and gave her a big hug and said, "You're my
Anybody,
girl."
right? Anybody would have done anything for her at that moment in time. It would have been like.
Because
you
what do
said,
they say? Hugs that last
instant
20
bond right
seconds
there.
start sending chemicals to your
Oh,
brain.
I'm sure, right?
So you just give her a big hug. 20 seconds, man. Just
You're 20
the
seconds is a
connection-
long
bear
time,
hug,
Doug.
man. Well, so what? It's Survivor. You got plenty of time on the beach.
It's
When was the last time you
yeah,
hugged somebody
you
for
got
20
plenty.
seconds?
You got plenty. Not too
I
long.
don't know. I
ago,
don't really
probably.
count.
Yeah, it probably.
You want to hug? You want to hug now?
Let's see.
No.
And see if
not,
it works?
Not for 20 seconds.
All right, you do.
But I don't think our viewers want to see, all 40 of them want to see
Right.
me and Doug
All
hug.
40 of them.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Well, after we got through day 14 with all
Yeah, we
the kind
talked
of
about that for
the,
a while.
the scenario, we went to day 15, immunity challenge.
Oh, I love this
The
challenge.
challenge was pretty good. I do like the challenge.
Michaela
because-
shooting hoop out there,
oh,
right?
Killing it. And
Well,
the
let's get
fact
to
that
the
She got
swimming.
some street cred
well,
right
from
there.
the beginning though, it's a swimming challenge. And the fact that it's a swimming challenge, you're gonna have
fuck you get on Survivor without being able to swim?
you got there's some huge
Don't you go? I mean, if you get called,
drastic
you
difference.
get the call. You get the call from Jeff saying, "Hey, you're going to be on Survivor." Don't you go to the if you can't
From
swim?
one
Don't you go to
person
the
to
YMCA
another.
and
Yes.
start fucking taking
yeah,
swimming
I
lessons?
slaps,
man.
swim that
Jesus
shit
Christ,
out.
These people
I would
can't
be-
fucking swim.
I would be diving at least 10 feet every day. If I
Just
know I'm going to be
swim
on
it.
Survivor,
Right.
I'm going to the YMCA. And I'm
learning how to
and I'm swimming daily. I mean, come on.
I mean,
people.
Sunday, I usually like
Come
that
on.
day, but it made me feel like it was a Tuesday, and Tuesday
She
has
was
no feeling. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah,
dope.
not even to hump day. It
Yeah,
was
it's
rough.
awful. God, was
It
she
was-
she
it
was
was
terrible to watch, and Jay picked up the slack there on that tribe.
That's why he is the man on that tribe.
Yeah.
He's the man on that
Well, we
tribe.
had
Yeah.
Kenny Boy. Kenny Boy was shooting. He was
And Ken did real well.
Yeah, he
you
did.
know. He did real well because
But
he
Michaela, man, what a shot that broad had.
he
Yeah.
made. I think he made decent shots for what it was. And when they showed a side view, when Chris started, or was it Chris that was taking, or maybe it was Chris.
Yeah,
taking shots. They were way out there. I mean, those were
Yeah,
were
Big
long.
Red was
those
having a
were
hard
long
time.
distance
Yeah.
shots, but Ken and Michaela were both smart enough to pull that thing up forward. And I'll tell you what, Ken made some good shots there. That still was pretty far away for even having it pulled
I
forward.
know.
He had a
looked
couple
lot-
in and outs,
It
didn't he?
looked a lot closer from the head-on
Yes.
view.
Yeah.
When it showed it from the side, you're like, wow, that's actually pretty far.
It's a good 30-yard shot there.
Michaela was dropping them.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
One after
She could
the
play some
other
hoop out there.
That
She,
girl can-
she even
she's a
thought,
hoopster.
her third shot, I thought she was going to have 3 in a row. Her third shot in a
Right.
row
Was in
it
and out.
just bounced out.
Right.
I'm like, and
It was
sure
in and
enough,
out, yeah.
right in and out.
And then she nailed the next 3.
dropping them. And impressive gameplay.
But we
by
had
Michaela
we
for
had the
there.
worst tribe go to tribal. I mean, I mean,
Well,
It was the weakest. The weakest.
well,
tribe.
boring-
the drama wise, we
the
had
boring
Michaela
tribe.
freaking out because she got on the
definitely
light
the
green.
weakest.
Right, I was like, that's going to be great drama right now if they go to
Well-
tribal. And then you had the love triangle. You had not the love triangle, but,
But
you
the
had
boring tribe
power
is the weak.
couple.
Yeah, the
the
boring,
boring
tribe.
tribe's the weak tribe.
They are
You
the
got
weak
Dave.
tribe.
the it was
Dave's
it was,
weak.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Dave Cece, did you see her swim? Speaking of swimming, that was one of the weak swimmers. I mean,
She was
it took her
horrible.
for
Yes.
Dave
Horrible.
stumbling and bumbling around. He dropped
was
his
hilarious.
buoy on the other side.
was
He almost
hilarious.
dropped it again. Right. He
Yeah.
almost dropped it
Back.
twice.
Yeah.
My God,
It was embarrassing.
It was like
was
the
rough.
Keystone Cops out
And,
there.
and I don't even know. I don't even remember who said it, but somebody even said, "Is he trying to
he's
actually
throwing
blow
it. Yeah,
this?
Zeke,
He's throwing.
Zeke
yeah,
goes, he's throwing it.
he's throwing this.
he's
Yeah,
throwing
Zeke it
this.
was, and it was just it almost.
And it looked like it, yeah.
But that was the whole thing, as far as it being a swimming challenge. The longer you're in the water, the more energy you're expelling. You're gonna get tired
Right.
quick,
Right.
real
Especially
We
quick.
have
swimming.
a couple. We got.
And
that's
people
what,
that aren't used to swimming, you're getting
Right.
tired real
That's
fast.
why that's the boring tribe. That's the weak tribe.
Right.
That's why we go to.
I mean, that tribe, there was no drama set up whatsoever on
Well, they-
that
they
one.
tried to
you know,
show a
this-
little bit of it.
I mean, all right.
right.
We got something out of it. We got a little alliance switching, a little bit of a blind side.
I'll tell you
there,
what
right?
we got. We got a dud voted out of the show. That's what.
Well,
that's
sure.
what
She was
all-
yep.
She was a dud as
Yeah.
a player. I
Yeah,
mean,
there
she
wasn't
really-
much to see there.
She didn't really make any moves.
Yeah,
in
she sat there. You're right. She just kind of sat there.
even
She didn't do
on
nothing.
any tribe.
No, she didn't do
just kind
nothing.
of was waiting for other people to make moves for her.
So CC was like an obvious go home.
Easy choice.
Sure, it was still a blind side. The poor woman still got
Absolutely.
blind
Yeah,
side.
Well, you
she,
got a
she
blind.
thought for sure she was like, oh yeah, I got my 3, and they're all
Oh,
talking about
yeah.
how close we are.
Yeah.
My teammates are all talking about us. It's,
Well, that's what
oh.
Chris and Dave told.
They
told
sold
the
it.
two,
They
They
sold
told the
it
two
perfect.
millennials, no
They
matter
sold it.
what we say,
Right.
voting her.
Which is a great move. I love that, right?
Yeah.
If more people would
And
say
apparently-
that,
yeah.
if more people would go, hey, whatever we say
And
doesn't
apparently-
mean
yeah,
anything.
apparently Michelle
Okay.
thought. Apparently Michelle thought the same thing.
Yeah.
About them too, because she, Dave, it's Dave that everybody's
Yeah,
voting.
you're
Dave,
right.
Dave should be the one that goes
that-
home.
You're
It's
right.
Lance,
come
you're right.
on,
She's
Are you
playing-
kidding me?
yeah.
Yeah. If you would just go into the saying like, "Hey, we're gonna give these people a bunch of BS."
Funny, man.
When
Right.
we go
We're
in
gonna
there,
sell them a bunch
just
of bullshit.
just vote
We're
for
gonna
this
vote for
person.
Cece.
Yes, right. That's
It would
how
be
it's gonna
perfect
be.
every
Yeah,
time.
it would
Yeah.
be awesome. I
It
wish
would
more
be.
people would say that.
You had
Yeah.
4 racist white people sitting there. What do you
Yes.
expect?
I know, right? I even thought that. That's the
Oh.
condition of this country right now. When you think, wow, I'm surprised somebody's not going to call on, you know, the
CC
yeah,
being black.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're gonna start
Oh,
saying it's some
jeez.
kind of racist thing.
It was racist. They were like,
Right.
we're just gonna sell this whole show a bunch of bullshit.
Right.
We're gonna talk about the millennials
Oh,
are sticking
boy.
together. The Gen X they're going, hey, Dave's the weakest player. Let's get rid of him. Yeah, and they're all going, hey, let's get rid of them.
too funny.
Let's get rid of the
man.
shine.
Oh, that's terrible.
Too funny. Well, Ikabola and the Takali.
Ebola.
Ebola.
God, that whole
Ebola.
tribe's diseased.
Beacom. I think it's Ikabola. Ikabola.
What a name.
Ikabola.
I'm on the
Ikabola.
Ikabola
And
tribe.
it's
Yeah, I was
the-
on the Ikabola tribe. We all got Ebola.
Yeah.
It was sweet. We got to see Jeff. Yeah, it was awesome.
The Ikabola tribe and the Takali tribe, they obviously got immunity, and
Yeah.
we
Haven't seen.
They
we
got
didn't
more
see
than
much of-
immunity.
yeah
We just saw the beginning of.
we
them.
see the
didn't much.
Vanu tribe, which is weak, pathetic,
Oh God.
pretty much pitiful. We see them. They head out to tribal, and the tribal was not very. I mean, Jeff was trying. He was trying to pull things out of them, and they just weren't.
Yeah.
They weren't selling a whole lot
Yeah.
to him. You know, I mean,
They
like,
already
they made up
already
their
had
minds.
their script.
Yeah, they already made up their minds. They were.
Well,
they,
wait
they
a
knew
minute,
They
wait a
didn't
minute.
want to give too much. They didn't even give. I mean, even Jeff is probing them for questions, and it
Right.
just wasn't. They weren't giving it up.
But now we're speaking. We're thinking ahead, right? So, is it better in Dave's interest? Because I don't know if I trust. What's her name? Michelle.
Yeah,
Rod?
yeah.
Because she
is
dropped her
is
thing.
it in Dave's best interest to have voted out Cece at this point? Because Dave's obviously in charge of that tribe. Other than Zeke and the big red guy running it, right?
Right.
So Dave's in charge, but it was ultimately up to him whether he vote out Michelle. Is it Michelle or
Well, you
Cece?
see Dave- I don't see Dave being
you
in
will
charge.
see
Michelle, she looked like a
I
little
think so.
backstabber
Yeah,
there
I think
today.
Dave is definitely. He's not in charge of that tribe,
But he's got an idol,
but
so
he
he
has-
kind of is in charge.
He
But
has He has the charge of the tribe, even though nobody knows it.
right,
Nobody
Right.
knows it.
he's
but
got the idol.
He
Yes,
has the
the quiet
charge
storm.
of the tribe, which is cool because that's what's going to be interesting to see is why everything is kind of happening in this game, and he is looked at as a weak one. Now he gets to hold on to this idol. He's going to know when to play it because, I mean, things are just pretty obvious with the people he has. He's already had the connection with the Gen X tribe,
Yeah.
and he kind of knows where Zeke is at with Chris. He's paying attention to this very deeply,
Yeah.
and he
But
has.
what is it in his
He's-
best
he's gonna
interest
s-
to have gotten rid of Cece at that point?
You know, from this point,
What do you guys
from,
think?
Well,
I mean, I
Well,
don't.
from this point, absolutely, because everybody wanted to get rid of CC. It's not a big deal,
Yeah.
and
like I
and
said,
the fact,
she was dead weight.
and she
really
was dead weight, and the fact of the matter is that'll be one of his last big moves in that tribe. He's gonna sit back. He's gonna relax. This is my prediction, but I think, in my opinion, he's gonna sit back. He's gonna relax. He's gonna hold on to that idol. I don't know that he's gonna say anything about the idol. If he does, he'll tell Ken again, because he's gonna think to
Right,
himself,
I
you know
don't-
what? I'm gonna, but don't tell Jessica. Don't tell Jessica. But then, if he does tell Ken, then it'll be interesting to see if Ken tells him about Jessica's little advantage that she has. But we'll see how all
He
that
doesn't
pans
really
out.
need
You know,
to.
you sit back
Ken
too
doesn't
much,
need to. I don't
Charlie. You're
We'll
gonna
see how
lose
all
it.
that
Then
pans
you
out.
lose
But-
control.
but-
if you
but
grip
Dave's-
too tightly, you
Dave's
lose control.
Dave's gonna sit back for a little bit. I think he knows he has the power to stay in the game, and that's what he's gonna strive to do. because he knows he's going to be at the bottom sooner or later, and it's going to be sooner than later.
Well, he better hook up with Ken then, because that's why I'm only thinking. Lance and I were talking about this. We're only thinking like this 3-tribe thing is going for another episode or 2 more episodes.
At the
I think-
most.
yeah.
Next
the
week
most.
we got one more next week, and
We'll
then
have one
maybe
next
we'll
week.
have a
No, I don't think
back to
Yeah.
2.
Yeah,
Back to
3
2.
Right, the 3 tribes ain't going to
We
last
don't have
for
enough
long.
people.
No,
You'll
right?
have
Right.
3 tribes for next week.
You won't have enough people,
and then the following
if-
week they'll go into 2
if Van Nu
for a week,
if
and
Van
then they'll
Nu,
go into 1.
This is all with the
So
consideration.
you're predicting a merge within
This
2
is-
more episodes.
3.
We're thinking
well,
3 more.
If
Okay.
Van Nu loses the next immunity challenge, that's going to be one of the things. But there's the odds are better. There's a 33% chance that you lose. That
Can we go into a
so-
merge
so-
from 3 tribes? Can we go into a merge?
I don't
I
think you will.
Well, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to, but
You'll go down to you'll
It all
vote
depends
one
on-
I don't
person out
remember
next
that
week.
happening.
it all depends on how strong Van Nu stays. Do they lose again?
Sure,
Do they lose
sure.
another player? If they don't, then sure, it could carry on for a couple more episodes.
I mean, if each tribe starts losing people,
I suppose
what's
so,
that?
but
6 people a tribe or something?
I suppose so, but I see them going into 2 tribes again for 1 episode at least, and then a final merge.
It could last longer than that. It could last for the next 2. for
It
sure.
could, but
For
I
sure.
I think in 1, 2, 3 by the 4th episode
From now.
from now.
Yeah.
From today. Okay.
from today. So
We'll merge.
We'll
We'll
have
merge.
we'll have a tribe of 3, a tribe of 3 going into 2, tribe of 2, and then final merge.
You
Right.
so you go from 3 to a merge.
I'll go to 3, and then they'll have 2 for 1 episode. I think that's what I think.
I don't agree with that.
Well,
I think
we'll see what ends up happening.
they'll
What-
go to 2 tribes, a couple episodes
What did
before
we
merge.
see?
Big
There
a
was-
couple episodes. I
yeah.
think just 1.
And
But we'll see.
and I stepped away from the TV, so forgive me. But what was the drama for the next week here?
Ooh.
Something happens, all right?
Yeah, it's during the immunity, so or maybe it's a reward. So we really don't know, but it's
Something
during
during
a
a
challenge,
challenge.
and
Okay.
you have to kind of like unscrew a.
Oh, there's a big fight. We have medical.
Oh yeah, people are
have
spinning around. I think
Yeah.
I
spinning
did.
around with a blindfold.
yeah, we have a medical-
We've seen that before.
Right.
people
I-
getting hurt.
You
I
put a
caught the
blindfold
tail
on
end.
Yeah,
somebody,
right.
and
It was all
Yeah, they're spinning around.
challenge drama where
right.
it's not even drama. It's just people getting hurt or overheating or
yeah, just
We have
Oh
injured.
medical.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
You know
that's
what?
just
I think I
injured.
stepped
medical
back.
comes
I
out.
think I
and
stepped back.
the
when I
Jew
saw-
broad gets
yeah.
needs
Hannah,
medical.
Hannah thinks she's gonna die. She's asking.
Yeah.
She's asking whether or not she.
I need
You guys aren't gonna let me die, are you?
Yeah, and she's
Like-
sitting up
Dungadin!
though. I mean, this is
Dungadin, bring
this
me
is
water!
like this is like last season wannabe where
Right,
we had
right.
everybody, dying out there. This is
That was a rough. Yeah.
just throw them in the water for a couple
Yeah,
minutes.
They'll be fine.
Christ's
Right,
sake.
let them cool down.
Yeah, just throw
Little
them
heat
out there.
exhaustion.
You
But
believe that, Jew broad.
that'll be pretty interesting to see how everything develops. I mean, I'm excited to see what will happen with Dave. He's going to be a key player to watch throughout this whole
We got
thing.
some
He really will
storylines
be.
developing. Really,
Yeah.
we're getting into it
Yeah,
now.
We've got some things.
We're in
going
We've
on.
got a lot of
Game.
pairs coming out.
We're out of early game.
right.
We're
We
into
got-
mid game
right,
here.
We got our
Hey.
combinations of people coming up.
Let's
Yes.
face it.
Right.
We all thought this whole season so far has been kick ass.
It has been very good, very surprisingly good.
But hey, you got one
You know
dud
what?
show. I
I'll
thought
say-
I thought
I'll-
this show was kind of a dud.
I'll
but
tell you what,
but
this
the
show
last
wasn't-
3
it-
or 4 have been
This show wasn't
outstanding.
right. It wasn't the greatest, but you know what? Now that we've discussed the details, I feel like this show actually did have, it
It had its place.
it had its place, and there was some substance
You got to get rid of
within.
them sometimes.
Yeah, there was
Via CC.
right. There was some substance within this episode.
We got a very small glimpse of, I think, what was actually happening within the
Right.
game, which I like. You guys know me; I like a big window, and I like to see within the
Yeah,
tribes of what's
yeah,
going
sure.
on. I think we got a small glimpse, and it was enough to kind of get a peek of what the mid game is going to be
totally.
about. You
Yeah.
know, we're out of
Yeah.
early game; we're in the mid game. Relationships have developed.
Right.
We have strong
We're gonna
bonds.
see the strides, right? And we're kind of looking. We're seeing now kind of the strides that the millennials are going to take versus the Gen X. I mean, the millennials are really pulling through pretty strong, and we're going to find, we're going to see as it develops, they may be the stronger of the two. and we'll see how it
I think
develops.
they are.
They
throughout
might
the
have
rest.
the endurance,
They
At
might
this
have
point,
the
I-
willpower, the endurance, just to keep going on.
I'm rooting for the two guys. I like Ken and
Yeah.
Jay, big
Yeah.
time, man. Those
Yeah.
guys are cool dudes.
I like Jay. I like
Yeah.
I like
for sure.
Dave too. Dave's
Yeah.
going to be there in the
Cool.
end. So Dave's
No, I
gonna be
can't
for sure.
stand that string bean.
Yeah, that string
I
bean's
like
going to be
Dave
there
too.
in the end.
I
He's
like
a
Dave
player.
too. He is a
Yeah,
player.
Jeez,
He's a
smart
you
player.
both get out of here.
I like
He's
Dave.
42 years old. It's the greatest thing
He's
ever
a
done in his
crying
life.
baby. What a baby.
He is a baby.
He's predictable
But
too.
I'll tell you what, he's predictable, but he's also the underdog, and he's gonna pull some tricks, and we'll see what
It'll
it
take a
develops
Ken
into.
to
So
get
it'll be-
rid of him. I would love that.
Yeah,
Ken
right.
backstabbing
it could
Dave.
Be.
Wow.
It could be. Wouldn't that be
Wow.
something? Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we'll see how it develops. Throughout will be episode 6. And always don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We don't get enough of any of those.
Yeah,
I
write
don't think.
something, would you?
We don't
want
get
some
any of those.
fucking feedback.
We don't get
Wow,
any
watch
of
the
those.
language.
That's that's the whole.
Gosh.
You're turning our viewers off, right?
I don't know
Alright,
what's
yeah.
so
It's
hard about
alright.
typing in just
It's
like a
Hey.
letter.
Something, yeah.
How about on a positive note, the Cleveland Indians? just
Yes,
clinched
There you
the
go.
the series.
There you go.
American League
Yeah.
There it is.
American League championship since
Yes.
1997.
There it
it's
is.
it's 16, 15, 10 wait,
Too long.
9 years.
Okay. Yes. Okay. 9
19.
years. Are
19.
you sure? Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to the
Cleveland
Cleveland
Indians.
Indians.
There you
Yes.
go. Beautiful.
Woo. Can we get a comment?
Tito Francone's we're gonna
Yeah.
win the World Series,
That's it.
and we're gonna win it in I'll predict 5 games.
Ooh, yeah, because we got home field
I'll say
advantage.
5 games.
In 5 games.
Yes.
There you go. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope you join us again here next week. It'll be episode 6. And as always, we'll see you then. Later.